At a point earlier on in the save where, early on in the series, where I kind of screwed something up and ended up having to re-download Legendary Edition. I think that screwed up a lot. Hey everybody, welcome back to more Mass Effect 2! I'm SlayerMathis, and last time, yeah, go figure, the people working with Reaper artifacts were indoctrinated. Who'da thunk? This time, we're gonna go deal with their indoctrinated asses. Just a quick one, these guys are not great on security. Only 3 pins? Come on. It's like a super high-tech facility that's, like, you know, really important to potentially saving the galaxy or ending the galaxy. Either way. Whichever one they wanted. Which, they wanted the latter, we want the former. Someone's gonna have to die.
Shepard's past them. All personnel, get in there. Secure the project control room. Do not let Shepard in there.
Initiating maximum security protocols.
And I feel like I remember this room being a bit of a pain.
Shepard's in the living quarters. Seal off project control.
Stop Shepard now!
But why are we doing this? What the hell? Yeah, this DLC is, again, it's fine. But so, not doing Arrival doesn't really change much in terms of Mass Effect 3. I actually don't know if it changes anything. Firewalker, I'm like 90% sure changes nothing whether or not you do it in Mass Effect 3. Overlord changes a little bit of stuff. Luckily, Pinnacle Station, the DLC in Mass Effect 1 that ended up, they lost the files for, so they couldn't do it. They couldn't remake it in Legendary Edition. That didn't change anything in Mass Effect 3. Ultimately, anything that happens in the first 2 games is the big thing that meters it is if it matters in Mass Effect 3. Because that's when, you know, it's the story's conclusion. Mass Effect 2 very much is, it's a good sequel game leading up to a 3rd game. I will give it that. I have mentioned that I'm not a terribly big fan of Mass Effect 2. I think I think it's the... It's my second favorite in the series because of how clunky Mass Effect 1 is. But if Mass Effect 1 played a bit better, then I would probably prefer it over Mass Effect 2. Again, Mass Effect 2 is a very good game in a series, but as a standalone, it's pretty lackluster, in my opinion. Just especially compared to 1 and 3. Although 1 and 3, you know, or 3 rather, you know, it benefits a lot from, you know, being the 3rd game in the series, but I feel like it has a very solid story regardless. Mass Effect 2 kind of struggles with that, just because of how how comparatively, that's the word I'm looking for, comparatively low stakes it is, compared to 1 and 3. Because again, it very much is a lead-up into 3.
Is acting strange lately. Like she doesn't care about the project anymore. And I know I'm not the only one having those dreams. The Reapers are coming, she says. But I'm not sure if I'm hearing fear or hope in her voice.
Seems like even though, you know, a dead god can dream, maybe even just a fragment of a god can dream. I always love that line, even a dead god dreams. Because it really just shows up, the Reapers are so powerful. And again, Arrival, I think, does decent storytelling and kind of, it's good at giving perspective into things. But aside from that, it's not great. Again, there's a lot of weird stuff with it. Like, this is the only time we've really seen the game be a bit glitchy. Like, there's the usual thing, you know, we've had times where we start floating in the air. That's something that even happened in normal Mass Effect 2. It happens. Being stuck in a direction, that also changes things. You know, that's something that also happened in Mass Effect 2. But I don't remember ever having, like, people glitching through the walls in this, but it's not it's not a terribly important DLC arrival, but again, it's good at giving perspective into things. It shows how terrifying the Reapers are, how strong they are, how people have tried to stop them, and they're easily able to shut that down. And also shows that Shepard is uniquely qualified. Like, especially compared to a lot of your other squad mates, Shepard does seem pretty relatively normal. Especially coming into Mass Effect 1. Obviously, you know, Mass Effect 2, the reason that they revive him is because he had the point where he, you know, was the instigating force in killing Sovereign, but, like, mostly it's just a leadership thing. This kind of shows that, hey, he is a badass soldier.
The longer we're here, the more I'm convinced that the project must be stopped. We simply don't know enough about what the Reapers want. It's foolish to assume that the Reapers mean doom for the galaxy. Legends say they've come through before, and yet life continues, doesn't it?
We will hear some similar stories to something like Kenson in Mass Effect 3. I don't know when I'm going to do Mass Effect 3, by the way. I know it's not going to be my next series. I know what that's going to be. But I might do one after. I don't know if I'll do Mass Effect 3 right after. It really depends on how well the progress into the Expanded Galaxy mod in Legendary Edition is.
Get in there, now.
Expanded Galaxy, so I've mentioned before, Mass Effect 3 is going to be the main one that I mod. Just because I think, mainly because of EGM. EGM, very good mod. Boy. Yeah, we were stuck in that glitch, regardless. EGM is a very good mod. Really just kind of builds up the whole galaxy in Mass Effect 3. But again, that's... they had to really change things. They had to, I believe, completely rework it from the ground up in terms of creating it when Legendary Edition came out, because they, I believe, they changed some of how they set things up between original 3 and Legendary Edition 3. Legendary Edition in general. It might have just been because you have Legendary Edition now. You know, it's a different game, you gotta translate things over. But still. But that's taking a little bit of time. Considering what game I'm planning to do next, it could still pretty reasonably be the next one. Next game that I do is Mass Effect 3, with EGM being at a place where I think that it's close enough to complete where I could be happy with it. I see you, Pyro. You know anything about solo Shepard is that you just... there are so many people aiming at you all the time. I think I took care of 2 of them. I'm glad I brought the arc projector. You don't really face any heavy enemies. I think there might be one more Emir later on, but I think the Emir that's in the Object Row fight, which you always... I was right, you do always lose that, but it's just, how long can you fight? Either the timer will run out, or you'll just die, and it'll just take you to being sedated. But still. And you can get reaped, son. Down you go.
Welcome to Project Control.
I want to activate the project.
Warning. Activating
Activating the project will result in an estimated 300...
Oh, come on.
Continue. Project activation in progress. Warning. Collision with mass relay is imminent. Begin evacuation procedures.
Alert. All colonists living in the Bahak system. This is...
Shepard, no! Do you have any idea what you've done? You leave me no choice. If we can't stop this asteroid, it must be destroyed.
Tell me where to find Dr. Amanda Kenson.
Dr. Kenson is traveling to the reactor core module. An ESO-core meltdown should do it. Because of you, everyone on this rock will be obliterated.
Not if I get to you first.
And yeah, Kenson is a bitch because she even stops you from warning the Batarians that they're all going to die horribly. Because I mean, I wanted to warn them. Probably have a little bit of time. You know, maybe... I imagine that they probably have escape shuttles that would be able to move quicker than the asteroid. You know, just get a bunch of people out to the mass relay. But nope. Instead, 300,000 will die.
Don't try to stop me, Shepard. I have to do this.
Stop now, Kenson. Hackett's friend or not, I will kill you.
You're forcing my hand, Shepard. You know that. There is no escape. There's no redemption for what you've done. I will die, never having seen the Reaper's blessings, and you will just die.
Damn it, Kenson. Get ready!
That was very explodable. Said that was... Wow, that was not very explodable. Very disappointing explosion, actually. Thought that would be way more explodable. Also, like, you could definitely have shot her. Like, you definitely can break through that glass, Shepard. Come on. You're a badass super soldier. You can shoot through some glass.
Keep him in there.
How about no? I'm running low on ammo.
Safety protocol disengaged. Core temperature rising.
And, whoops, hello. Hello, many people. Oh wait, we have 2 people in health bars. Which means it's Reven time, baby. Oh, come on. Stop. Very rude of you. So that would be the worst way to go if you're getting reeved. Just get punched in the snatch.
How do I stabilize the reactor core?
All automatic safety protocols have been overridden. To stabilize the reactor core, manually insert cooling rod A from this control station. Manually insert cooling rod B from control station B. Doing so will stabilize the reactor core. Cooling rod A reinserted. Reactor cooling process has begun.
I need more time. Get in there.
Even an army of indoctrinated former Alliance... Yeah, they're Alliance. Former Alliance people will not stop Commander Shepard. I still will always maintain that Arrival is a fairly meh DLC, but I do love how badass it makes you feel Shepard. Or feel Shepard is. The risk and reward of one-man army segments. It's tough to... Because, again, it makes the game a lot more difficult. but also you feel really cool, especially because this is one where there's a lot of enemies.
Plasma venting aborted.
Abort. Right, okay, that's what we do with that. Allows us to get in there. Charge across.
Plasma venting in progress.
I do kind of wish they made the guards a little more squishy. But oh well, it's minor. They're still much squishier than pretty much any other enemy in the game.
Area, go.
I think really the only squishier enemies are Freedom's Progress Loki's and Lazarus Station Loki. Later Lokis have actually gotten kind of bulky. Well, in comparison, I should say. They are absolutely not bulky, but compared to these guys, everything's bulky. And compared to these guys, these guys' bulk, McJacob's character, that's a terrible analogy. Why did I even say that? Oh my god, that was awful. Come on. Really? Quick go. Let's quick scoped him. Yeah. Woo. Door's locked. Keep going around.
I've got Shepard locked in the maintenance area. Requesting backup. Backup!
Ah, poor Williams.
Security lock overridden.
And back to the shotgun we go. Just keep chugging along. I don't know if we have enough time to... You know what? I think I am actually going to end things here. We are about at time, and I don't remember exactly how long the finishing stuff takes, but still. Next time, we stop Kenson. But until then...